The White House said earlier this week that it was trying to de-escalate its controversial immigration enforcement actions in Minnesota. But protesters' anger was further fueled today by news of more arrests, including of journalists. Heather Yerkes-West has the latest from Minneapolis. Heather.
Jeff, protesters gathered here at the Minneapolis Whipple Federal Building to mark a national day of protest, joining others rallying across the country. Tensions flared as a few hundred people gathered for a noisy early morning anti-ICE protest.
I'm Mexican. I'm an immigrant. My family was undocumented for 12 years. We have been in this country for 50 years. And I want to speak up and I want to exercise my rights. I'm not going to be afraid.
Former Minnesota resident Ann Kajava traveled from her home in England to take part.
I felt I needed to be part of justice and do something.
Though mostly peaceful, our cameras caught at least one conflict, as one protester appeared to be placed under arrest.
Agents are at my door right now. They're saying that they were able to go before a grand jury sometime, I guess, in the last 24 hours, and that they have a warrant for my arrest.
Journalist Georgia Ford was also arrested at her Minnesota home, along with former CNN anchor Don Lemon, now an independent journalist, who was taken into custody in California. Both had been involved in covering an anti-ICE protest at a church in St. Paul, Minnesota, earlier this month. On social media, Attorney General Pam Bondi said there had been a total of 4 arrests in connection with what she called a coordinated attack, while the U.S. Department of Justice says it has opened a civil rights investigation into the shooting death of Alex Preddy nearly 1 week ago.
All that means is that DHS, as the Secretary has said, is conducting an investigation, as they should and as they do every time there's a tragic event like this.
Despite calls for de-escalation and cautious optimism earlier this week that a change in leadership could make a difference on the ground, the situation here in Minneapolis has largely stayed the same. Things remain very tense and emotions are running high. Jeff?
Heather Yerkes-West in Minneapolis. Thanks, Heather.